welcome to another bump date. Today I am 36 weeks pregnant and I'm doing weekly bump dates now, so it feels like I literally filmed my 35-week one yesterday, but it has been a week. I'm actually 36 weeks in 1 day today. Man, things are just like literally getting real. We are like down to the wire trying to get everything together. I'm getting like daily Amazon packages because I keep thinking of things. I'm like, oh, I need this, I need that, and I haven't bought anything up until like these last couple weeks, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I need? What do I need? And I'm like just starting to like really think about it. Still need to buy a couple final items that are important. Bassinet and crib mattress and a couple things like that, but it's getting real. We're getting down to the wire. 36 weeks means 4 more weeks. Oh, so exciting. So let's start with some baby stats. So she is now the size of a Buzz Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear toy figure, like, I don't know, something like that. It said also, like, if you're 80s, 90s nostalgia, a Tickle Me Elmo. So again, pretty big little toy. And then I think for the food item, it was like a big thing of kale. She is, I believe, 18 to 19 inches long. She's ginormous at this point. And I think in her weight, she's like 6 pounds. So I've got 6 pounds of baby sitting right here, along with a lot of water weight and fat and all kinds of weight going on here. It's getting very heavy, very uncomfortable, and I'm gonna be counting down the days hardcore. In fact, it is officially 27 days till she's gonna be here as of today that I'm filming this. So 27 days, very exciting. I actually had my doctor's appointment yesterday, and so now I'm doing weekly doctor's appointments, which is kind of exciting. Also probably just like a total waste of time, but but I went in and she measured me, and my belly is measuring 40 weeks. So I'm measuring much larger. I don't remember measuring larger with either of the boys. Even with Finn, I don't think I was measuring larger than what I was supposed to. So it's a little overwhelming for me. Definitely makes me very scared to go through the next 4 more weeks, which has a lot of growing that happens in these last final weeks. You start getting bigger and bigger, and I'm already measuring 40 weeks, so that should be interesting. And then she even asked me, she's like, how big are your babies? And I was like, well, it's kind of hard to tell. Ollie was born at 37 weeks, but he was 6 pounds, like 12 ounces. And Finn was almost 42 weeks and he was 9 pounds. And she was like, yep, you're gonna have a 9-pound baby, like for sure. And I was like, okay. She's like, you just like them big. You like them big. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to take what she said with a grain of salt because I know that they're just guesstimates. They think they have an idea. Just because my belly is large does not mean that my baby in me is large. People say all the time that their doctors told them their baby was going to be huge and too big and have a big old head, and they ended up being a normal sized baby. So I'm taking her what she said with a grain of salt, but you can't help but think in the back of your head like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a ginormous baby. I'm gonna be so big. It's like already so uncomfortable. But at that appointment, I officially booked my C-section. So if you guys didn't know, this whole pregnancy, I have been back and forth. In fact, not even back and forth. I was pretty set on a home birth. I was like, I'm having a home birth. This is what we're doing. I was planning it. I had my midwife. I love her. She's amazing. I still am in communication with her, and she is going to work with me after I have the baby. But in those last couple of like final weeks, I kind of just was like, you know what? I don't think it's something I can go through with. I think in the end, with my past traumas and my past birth experiences, as much as I would love to have just a natural home birth that's peaceful and just totally up my alley, it's more who I am, and I definitely prefer that kind of style. It just didn't feel like it was setting with me very well. So I'm going with a C-section, and actually since I've made that decision, I've had a lot of peace about it. I've never had peace, and once I made the decision to have a C-section, I was scared I was just gonna be like, I can't believe I'm having a C-section, but I'm not. I feel at peace with it. I feel like the right decision, and I'm actually kind of excited about the fact that I know when she's gonna be born. There's no like guessing, although she could obviously come before or early. Overall, I pretty much know when she's gonna be here, and that's really exciting. Like counting down, even for the boys, like it's exciting for them because they are like counting down to the day. Whereas if I was like, I don't know, she could be here in 2 weeks, she could be here in 4 weeks, we don't know. That's kind of like confusing for a kid. So it's kind of exciting. It's really it's fun. I'm not looking forward to the C-section. I'm not looking forward to being in the hospital. I'm not looking forward to the pain after a C-section. But we all know that every kind of birth has its pros and cons and its different struggles, and so, you know, you just gotta go with it. So I believe this is the week that you can officially start, like, I think you can do it before too, but you can start collecting colostrum. Obviously pumping would be like maybe more of a risk of causing like preterm labor, but I'm not pumping. I don't really plan to pump. Maybe the final week I might try to pump and see what I can get out, but I'm just hand expressing. I was able to actually fill, I know it's like all the rage right now, but you can fill like these little syringes of colostrum, and I filled one pretty quickly too. I only tried one time. I just wanted to see how it would work, and I was able to get colostrum out, and I was able to fill a syringe, and it's like amazing for your baby. You can keep it around for when they're sick or when you want to use it, and I'll basically continue to produce colostrum until the baby's born, and then a few days later all my milk will come in. So colostrum is just amazing. It's like healing. And so if I can collect some, I'm probably gonna start doing that. Probably do it a little bit sporadic for a while until I get a little bit closer, and then, you know, maybe we'll test out a pump or two if we are like really feeling it. But kind of exciting. Cool that, you know, things are getting real. My nursery is almost done. I'm so excited. I just got her name like sign that's going behind her crib. I got her wallpaper, so I just have some final things to get together, and then I finally get to do a nursery reveal and show it off. Obviously you guys can see this little corner right here, which is pretty cute, but I'm really excited for you guys to see her whole room. Some symptoms or things that I've been like dealing with more this week. It was interesting because I feel like my heartburn has been so mild. I've had days where I'm like, oh, okay, that's really bad, but then it like goes away. So I've been really thankful, but the last couple days it's been back to like, I actually had it in my mouth. Like I was like, ugh. So heartburn sucks. But I can say that so far, it's just been like more sporadic, whereas with Finn, I feel like I had it all the time. And with this one, and I get it really bad, but then it's like goes away for a couple days and I don't have it again. I had it one night so bad that I did drink like water and baking soda, which did really help, but made me gag too. Like, this is terrible tasting. Kind of a natural way to get rid of it, and it did work. Heartburn's been hard. Sleeping's just been getting harder and harder. Right now I'm kind of like every other night, like one night I'll be like, oh, I slept pretty good, that was good. And then the next night I'm like, I didn't sleep at all, my hips hurt, it's so hard. It's just kind of every other night. Last night I did not sleep good. I was just tossing and turning. It's like I never feel like I get into a deep sleep. I'm like thinking the whole time, it feels like. It just happens though. Pregnancy insomnia is just kind of part of pregnancy, especially towards the end too. And then like my overall emotions, I feel like I've been very hormonal the last few days, last week or so. Obviously I have some emotional things that are happening in my life too, with Karma being gone, and that's like a very difficult thing to handle. But overall, I feel hormonal. I definitely feel like I get like very overwhelmed. I'm not like someone who gets overwhelmed or gets anxiety. Very overwhelmed with my body. I'm feeling just like so big and so unable to do things that I get overwhelmed. I'm just like, what is going on? How much longer is this? But at the same time, it's weird because I was telling Brian too, I was like, I know I'm gonna miss this. I know, like, especially these last couple weeks, like with my boys, just hanging out with them and like just getting to spend that one-on-one time with them is like, it's like I'm gonna miss all this so much, and I love it right now. But at the same time, I'm very much feeling like anxiously like, okay, I think I'm ready to have a baby and be done being pregnant for a little while. Overall, I have to be careful because this has been a very peaceful and really nice pregnancy. Very little complaining and very little like crazy things happening. I feel like with Ollie, I always had like things happening, and I was in the hospital and I was having contractions and they were having to stop them and just so many things. And even with Finn, definitely had a lot of prodromal labor, which was really hard. We'll see what ends up with this one. I may end up having that with this one too. I don't know, overall it's just been a very good, easy pregnancy, and I'm really thankful for that. So I know these last couple weeks are gonna be a little bit difficult, but overall I have nothing to complain about. I'm very, very lucky. That's pretty much it for my 36-week bump date. Next week's gonna be 37. Oh my gosh, 37 is basically full term, depending on who you talk to. And it's just so crazy. This is happening all so fast. So we have a lot to do to get final things done, show you guys some couple things. We still gotta do our name reveal, so many things. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to actually compare my bump, because it's measuring so large, to me pregnant at 36 weeks with Ollie and me pregnant with Finn at 36 weeks. Now I went back just a few minutes ago to kind of see the differences, and it's really hard to tell, but one thing I found out is that Ollie at 36 weeks, apparently I was measuring 44 weeks pregnant. So apparently my bump was measuring quite large, even with Finn, or with Ollie, and maybe with Finn too, and I just don't remember. Either way, I'm measuring actually smaller than I was with Ollie. But my bump was so weird with Ollie, so I don't know. Okay, let me show you guys my bump. And here's with baby girl. And then we'll do a little turn. Here she is, getting big. And then this way. You can definitely tell the comparison with Ollie. I'm so far up here, like bulging, because I had a septum. And with Finn, it's like a little bit, but this is my roundest belly yet. Okay, let's do it with the shirt up. Look at that. Go this way. She's getting big. And with Finn, I think I talk a lot about how I had a stretch mark on my belly button. And I actually don't have that anymore. Maybe a little bit, but not much. And nothing going on right now, but we got time. So there's my bump. There's my bump. You guys can compare. Let me know what you guys think, if it looks bigger or smaller than the boys. Kind of fun to compare them though. I think that's it for this bump date. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned. We're posting tons of videos counting down to baby girl on our channel, so go watch them, catch up. We have lots going on, lots of fun stuff that we've been vlogging with the boys and about baby girl, and so definitely go check them out. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!